Before we get to our content for today, I want to thank our sponsors. First of all, Iowa Floor Covering and their Tough Core Click Together 4.5 millimeter waterproof vinyl flooring. Right now, the guys over at Iowa Floor Covering in Bondurant are selling this at just $269 per foot with self-installation. Great value, and you'll get great service from the guys at Iowa Floor Covering. Visit iowafloorcovering.com/DIY. And also, Ascent Nutrition. I've talked about their coffee at length, but man, if you need something to get you through a busy week, start your day off with some of this Ascent coffee. It's pure, it's mold and mycotoxin free, so it's not damaging to your health. And also, when you purchase a bag of this stuff or any of the products from Ascent Nutrition, you're supporting the business of a former Hawkeye, and you're supporting this channel from the Hawkeye of the Storm. Visit goascentnutrition.com and use the code Hawkeyes to receive 15% off your total order. With that being said, let's dive into the Hawkeyes. I want to make this very clear, and I think I've pretty much been clear with my language, but don't want to leave any of this to interpretation. Anything I'm about to say, I don't want to leave any of it up to interpretation. It is clear to me, it is apparent beyond a reasonable doubt now that it is time to make a coaching change at offensive coordinator. There is no way around it. If you have a different opinion, you're welcome to that opinion. I'm going to treat you with respect, and I'm going to respect your opinion. I'm not going to agree with your opinion, but Brian Ferentz has to go. This experiment is over. I think I've been clear about that prior, but tonight was just further solidification. This is not living in the moment. Brian Ferentz needs to be relieved of his duties. And, if you're going to do it now. I said last week that I don't know that it would make a difference during the season. I don't know that it could hurt, because I don't know how this offense could get much worse, frankly. All right? I don't know how this offense could get much worse. And our caller who's on the phone line, I'm going to put you on hold, so hang tight. That's where I stand. Okay, I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Again, I want to spend most of the time on the show this evening talking substance with Coach Patterson, but that's where I stand on the coaching situation. Brian needs to go, and it's nothing personal. It's not working, and it's painful to watch. And for the first time, I think, in my life, there were moments in that second half where I did not care. I did not care. And maybe you say I'm a bad fan, or I'm a bad post-game host or podcast or whatever you want to call me. I don't really care about that either. If you think that makes me a bad podcast host or a bad Hawkeye fan, I don't care, because there were moments in the second half where I stopped caring. And I have a right as a fan, just like you have a right as a fan, to form your own opinion based on what you're seeing, how you're feeling. And that was a true signal to me that this experiment is over. I no longer have any reason to believe that things can change or that things will change. And as much as I love what Kirk has done, that does not make me put on blinders to the shortcomings of this football team that's led by Kirk and his son, Brian. Now, the question about Kirk and his future as the Iowa head coach, he's built up immunity. All right. Whether you like it or not, he has built up immunity. Brian's built up no immunity. The only immunity Brian has built up, all right, is when the hospital typed up his birth certificate, 30 years ago. That's the only immunity he's built up, is by having the last name Ferentz. That's it. So it's not me having a double standard, or I've had people accuse me of being blinded by nostalgia. Kirk just won 10 games last year. That is a fact. But the offense is dreadful. That's also a fact.